Hello, everyone. Welcome to another lecture on reasoning ability and problem solving. In today's lecture, we will continue with the exercises on jumbling. Now, in the previous few lectures, we discussed that there are five types of problems that can come into your exams from jumbling. First was word jumbling, then number jumbling, then paragraph jumbling, also known as parajumbles, then logical sequence jumbling, and then we had alphabetical orders of word. So, in the last lecture, we discussed these three types of problem on jumbling. So, word jumbling involves that there is a certain word, for example, cat, right? And it is jumbled up and written as this. And we had to unscramble it to find the original word. Or we had a word like this, something like this, and we had to find as many words as we can from this. So from here I can make pen, I can make den, I can make drive. So there are numerous words that can be formed from this word. So this was in word jumbling. In number jumbling, the numbers were jumbled up and we had to arrange them either in ascending order or in descending order, right? So this we discussed. And paragraph jumbling, also known as sentence jumbling or parajumbles, in which we had a we were given five or six sentences that were jumbled up, and we had to make a coherent or a meaningful paragraph from it. Today we will study these two types, that is logical sequence jumbling and alphabetical order of words. Okay, so let us start with type 4, logical sequence jumbling. Now, logical sequence jumbling, as the name suggests, deals with the logical sequence of thing. For example, I have to make my lunch, right? So my first step would be to cut my vegetables, right? The second step would be to cook my vegetables. The third step would be to pack my or taste my vegetables. Then I will pack my lunch, or I can say I'll serve my lunch, and then I will eat my lunch. Right? So, this is the logical order. We cannot deviate from this order. If I taste my vegetables first and then cut it, will it make any sense? No, because I am tasting the final product, and the final product I'll get only after cooking. Can I cook my vegetables first and cut them later? No. Can I serve my vegetables later and eat it first? Does not make any sense. So this is the logical sequence and we cannot change this sequence. So in these type of questions you get particular sentences like this which are jumbled up. They are not in a proper logical sequence and we have to rearrange them to form a logical sequence. This is how you solve questions on logical sequence jumbling. So let us start with this question. Now, in this question, we have to rearrange the jumbled steps to form a logical sequence. A. Connect the cables to the power source. B. Turn on the device. C. Adjust the device settings to your preference. And D. Press the power button. Now, I can clearly see that we are talking about working on a device in this particular logical sequence. So my first step would be to connect the cables to the power source, right? Until unless I connect the cables, how will I turn on my device? So my logical first sequence will be A, that is connect the cables to the power source. Then I will turn it on. Then I'll press the power button to turn it on. So logically, D will come after this. Correct? First, I plugged my device, that is, I connected my device. Then I turned it on. I pressed the power button. Then, after pressing the button, the device will turn on. So, logically, B, I turned on the device after pressing the power button. Then, once my device is on, I will adjust the device settings to my preference. So, can I adjust the settings before turning on the device? No. If I have to work on a computer, right? So, I can work on a computer only when it is open, only when it is turned on, right? Then only I can adjust the settings. So logically, we'll adjust the device settings only after turning it on. And before turning it on, what we have to do, we have to press the power button. Will it open on its own? No. We have to press the button. And after plugging it somewhere, after connecting the cables only, then we can turn it on. If I turn it on like this, if I just press the button without connecting the cables, will it open? No. So this is the logical sequence in this particular question. There is no other logical sequence. Hence, our answer will be A, D, B, C, which is option number 2. So, option number 2 will be the correct answer. Okay? Now, question number 2. Rearrange the jumbled steps to form a logical sequence. The first is to prepare the ingredients. So, this is related to cooking. Second is take out the baked dish. So, we are baking something, okay? C, mix the dry and wet ingredients together and pour the batter into the baking pan. So, if you know cooking, you know that the first step you do is to prepare your ingredients. Without having the ingredients, can we cook something? No, we cannot cook until unless we have the ingredients. So, the first step, logical step, will be to prepare the ingredients. Then we'll mix the ingredients. I have my ingredients, then I have to mix them together to create a dish, right? So the next logical step will be C, which is to mix the dry and the wet ingredients together. Then once my ingredients are mixed, we call it a batter, correct? So then we'll pour the batter into the baking pan. So I have my ingredients, I have mixed my ingredients, then I am pouring that batter into a baking pan. And once the baking is done, I'll take out the baked dish. So B. So once my baking is done, I'll take out the baked dish. So first I prepared my ingredients, then I mixed my ingredients together, then I poured them into the baking pan, and then once my product was made, I took it out from the baked dish. So the correct logical sequence will be A, C, D, B, which is in option number 3. So option number 3 will be a correct answer. Clear? Now, question number 3. We have to rearrange the jumbled steps to form a logical sequence. A. Review the project requirements. B. Develop a project plan. C. Execute the project according to the plan. And D. Monitor progress and make necessary adjustments. So the first thing is to we have to review the project before making a plan. So first we have to look what are the requirements. Only then we can make a plan. So the first thing will be to see what will be the requirements. And based on those requirements, we will develop a plan. Correct? Now, once we have a plan, we will execute it. We will execute the project according to the plan. So once we have a plan, we will go into the next stage, which is execution, right? And once we have started executing a plan, we will see that there are certain changes that need to be made. There are certain adjustments, and we will monitor our progress. So once we start executing a plan, we will monitor its progress and make necessary adjustments. So monitoring and adjustment. So this is how we go. First, we checked what is our requirements. Based on those requirements, we created a plan. Then we started working on the plan. Then we started executing the plan. And once we started executing the plan, we will see that there are certain adjustments that need to be made, and we will also monitor our progress. So this will be the logical sequence, that is A, B, C, D. This is correctly arranged. So our answer will be option number 1, A, B, C, D. Now, question number 4. Here we have 5 statements and we have to rearrange them to form a logical sequence. Now, research the topic thoroughly, organize your findings into sections, choose the topic for the presentation, present your arguments and evidence, conclude by summarizing key points. Now, first step. This means that we are working on a presentation. This much we can see, right? So the first step to working on any presentation is to choose the topic for the presentation. Before, until and unless you have a topic, how can you create content on it, right? So the first step would be topic selection, correct? So C, right? Then when I know my topic, the second step will be to research on that topic to gather my content. So the first thing is I identified the topic. Then, based on that topic, I identified all my content that I will need. So I have researched the topic. This is A. Okay. Once I have all my topic, all my content with me, right? I know this will be required in my presentation. Then what I'll do is I'll organize my findings into section. I gathered the information and then I will organize it. Correct? So after this, we'll get B, right? Then I will, once I have organized my presentation, then I will present it. So I will start presenting it. I have my presentation with me, so I'll present my arguments and evidence. So this is D, right? And after presenting it, I will conclude it using summaries and key points. So we will conclude by summarizing key points. So E will come last. So my logical sequence will be C, A, B, D, E. C, A, B, D, E is in option number 1. So the correct sequence will be option number 1. Clear? Here you can see this is the correct sequence. So first we chose the topic, then we researched on that topic, then we organized the material, then we started presenting our presentation based on the arguments and evidence, and then we concluded it by summarizing key points. So this is how you solve questions on logical sequence. So now let us look at this question. Question number 5. We have to rearrange these statements to form a logical sequence. Now, select the desired destination. Choose the mode of transportation. Arrive at the station on time and book the tickets. So this is again related to traveling, correct? This is related to traveling. Now let us say that I have to go to Kerala. So the first thing that I have decided is that the place that I want to go to in my vacations. So the first step will be to select the desired destination. Okay, so this will be my first step. Then once I have decided to go to Kerala, now I have to decide whether I should go by a train or by a flight. So what will I check? I'll check the suitability of timings. I'll check how much time it is taking me to reach Kerala and how much the cost of the transportation is. So my second step would be to decide the mode of transport, which is this one. So we have to choose the mode of transport. So logically, B will come next. Now, so I have selected that I will go by train because it is cheaper and it is suiting my timetable also. So once I have selected that I am going by train, then what I'll do, I'll book my tickets in advance, right? So my third step will be to book the tickets, which is option number D. Correct? And logically, once the day arrives when I have to leave, I have to arrive at the station on time. So after D, C will follow logically. So my correct logical sequence will be A, B, D, C, which is option number 1. Okay. Now, question number 6. We have to rearrange the jumbled steps to form a logical sequence. So, proofread and edit the document, write the first draft of your essay, structure, develop a clear thesis statement, and structure your ideas into paragraphs. So, here what we are doing is we are writing a thesis properly, probably, right? So, whenever I have to write something, let's say a book, a novel, or a thesis, right, the first thing is to I develop a clear idea in my mind. Correct? So, first step will be to develop a clear thesis statement. So, once you get that, then what you do is you start writing the first draft. You start writing the first copy. So, I'll start by writing my first draft. Then what will I do is once I've started writing, I will structure it. I will structure my ideas into paragraphs. So logically, D will follow. Then once my document is ready, I will proofread it and I will edit it. So logically, A will come next. So the logical answer will be C, B, D, A, which is option number 1. So option number 1 will be your correct answer. Now, question number 7. Again, 4 sentences are given to us, and we have to rearrange them to form a logical sequence. Now, first one, create a budget and allocate funds. Then, define the project. Implement the plan and track progress and identify the resources needed for the project. Now, so the very first thing is I'll define the project. I'll find out what my project is. So the first step will be to define it. Correct? Define the project. This will be my first step, which is option number B. Once I've done this, I'll check what are my requirements. I'll check what are my requirements for the project. This is given in option number D. We have to identify the resources needed for the project. So this is D. Correct? Once I know what are my requirements, what I'll do is I'll create a budget and I will allocate funds. So my next step will be budgeting. So once I know that okay, this is required, I will allocate funds accordingly. So my next step would be to create a budget and allocate funds A. And once I have done all this, once I have found out the requirements, once I have budgeted, then I will implement the plan and track its progress. So, implementation will come after budgeting, which is option number C. So, my correct logical sequence will be B, D, A, C, which is given in option number 1. So, option number 1 will be the correct answer. Okay? Now, so that was logical sequence jumbling. Now we'll come to the last type 5, which is alphabet order of words. So whenever we talk about alphabetical order, that means increasing order. Or it is also called dictionary order. Dictionary order means we are going from A to Z. This is what dictionary order is. So whenever you get questions on alphabetical order of words, it is increasing order or dictionary order. That means we are going A to Z. In these type of questions, I suggest you use the concept of forward ranks because it makes it a little easier or faster to solve these type of problems. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to look at the first words. The forward rank of T is what, 20? The forward rank of L is 12. The forward rank of E is 5. and the forward rank of Z is 26. So logically, in a dictionary, the first word will be elephant, right? Then the second word will be lion. The third word will be tiger. And the fourth word will be zebra. So logically, it will be elephant, lion, tiger, and then zebra. This will be the logical order. So this is given in option number one. So our answer will be elephant, lion, tiger, zebra. Option number one is the correct answer. Now, another thing. Let us say we are given words like these. So I gave you the example of a teacher maintaining an attendance register. In attendance register, we put names according in the dictionary order, right? So let's say we have five students. Their name are Vikrant, Vaibhav, Vaishnavi, Vartika, and Vasan. So let's say we have five students and their name are like this, and we have to arrange them in a alphabetical order. So first we look at the first word. So I'm using a different ink pen, okay? So first word is V, same in all. Then we'll move on to the second letter. So the second letter is A. So if A, this means all these will come first, and then I have I. So in the fifth position, it will be Vikrant. So I have five students, right? One, two, three, four, and five. Vikrant, we have fixed. Then we'll move one position forward. So here we have I, R, and S. So I is what? 9, right? R is 18 and S is 19. This we know, right? Correct? Forward ranks. Then, so 18 and 19 we'll know. So at third position we have Vartika and then we have Vasan. So this is fixed. Now I have to check between Vaibhav and Vaishnavi. So B is 2. We'll move one letter forward. B is 2. And S is what? S is 19. So 2 comes before 19. So the first name would be Vaibhav and the second name would be Vaishnavi. So if a teacher has to maintain an attendance register for these students, their name will come in dictionary order like this: Vaibhav, Vaishnavi, Vartika, Vasan, and then Vikrant. Okay? Clear? Now, so this was the concept of alphabetical order of words. Simply, first we look at the first letters. If the first letters are same, then we move on to the next letters. So, question number 2. Banana, grapes, orange, apple. A is 1, B is 2, G is how much? G is 7, and O is 15. If you remember the shortcut to remember forward ranks, it's T. 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. So this was the shortcut I told you to remember forward ranks. So when we give them forward ranks, we get something like this. So the first word will be apple, then we'll get banana, then we'll get grapes, and then we'll get orange. So in this is A, B, C, G, and O, which is option number 4. So option number 4 will be the correct answer. Now, question number 3. Chemistry, biology, physics, and mathematics. So this is 3, this is 2, P is 16, and M is 13. So it will be biology, then chemistry, then mathematics, and then we'll get physics. So this is given in option number 2. So option number 2 will be your correct answer. Biology, chemistry, mathematics, and physics. Okay. Now, question number 4. Moon, Mars, Venus, Earth. So M is 13. This is also 13. V is 22 and E is 5. So the first word will be Earth. Correct? Now we have to see whether Moon comes first or Mars comes first. That means we'll move on to the next letter, the second letter. So second letter is O, which is 15, and here we have A, which is 1. So obviously 13 1 will come before 13 15. So the next statement, the next word will be Mars. Then we'll get Moon, and then we'll get Venus. So our correct answer will be Earth, Mars, Moon, Venus, which is given in option number 1. So what we did is first we looked at the first letters, and if we had confusion, if the first letters were same, then we move on to the next letters until unless the letters finish. Okay. So if we have something like um let's say river and rivers. Okay. Which will come first? So logically, if you see the first five letters are same. And then we do not have any letter to compare because this does not have a sixth letter and this has an S. So whenever you get something like this, river always comes before rivers. If there is no next letter to compare, that means this word has ended. So a shorter word with similar letters, same letters, will come before rivers. So in dictionary order, river will come before rivers. Okay? Now, question number 5. Notebook, pencil, book, and pen. So B is 2, P is 16 over here, and notebook is what? N is 14. So first will be book, then I'll have notebook. Now, so pencil, pen, the first letter is same. Let us look at the second letter, E. So 5 and 5 here also. Then we have N. So 14 and 14. So now we'll move on to the next letter. We do not have a next letter here, and over here we have a next letter. So again, the concept of river and rivers. Okay. Using the same concept, pen will come before pencil because this word has ended. It does not have any more words to compare. So, pen will come before pencil in dictionary order. So, our answer will be book, notebook, pen, and then pencil, which is option number 3. So, option number 3 will be our correct answer. Okay. Now, question number 6. Ocean, lake, river, sea. Easy. S is 19, R is 18, L is 12, and O is 50. So the first will be lake, then ocean, then river, and then sea. So lake, ocean, river, sea is given in option number 1. So option number 1 will be your correct answer. Now, question number 7. Emerald, sapphire, diamond, and ruby. So E is 5, S is 19, D is 4, and R is 18. Correct? So the first word will be diamond, then emerald, then ruby, and then sapphire. So the correct sequence will be diamond, emerald, ruby, sapphire, which is option number 4. So option number 4 will be the correct answer. So this concludes today's lecture. Thank you.